Okay, welcome to the first video in this, first proper video in this series. So the previous video was a quick overview and explanation of how the client equipment module is positioned in the Odoo platform. And this video will go through making a sale and creating a client equipment record. So first thing I'll do is I'll go into sales, and the first thing I want to do is have a look at our products just so you can see what products we've got. We've got 50 odd products here. We've got a couple of services in here as well, which I'll ignore, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look at our bulldozer product, and I'll probably sell this product to create our first record. So opening up this product, we can see that I can sell this product, I can buy this product, I can rent this product out, and I can create a client equipment record, which is this checkbox here. So notice here I do track these by unique serial number, so every single bulldozer I know exactly where it is at any point in time, so I do keep that tracking on turned on. Sales, I'm not going to go into that because there's plenty of standard Odoo videos on how to create sales and how to create optional products and all those sorts of things. Likewise, purchase, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail on that because again there's plenty of videos already available on the Odoo YouTube channel, as well as plenty of other videos around. Inventory, likewise, I'm going to keep that pretty standard as well. I'm not going to do a lot here. Likewise, the accounting. What I will do is later on we're going to have a look at the rentals, and that's going to be in a later video. And there is a lot that we're going to do with how we do the rentals, including things like inspections and those sorts of things, which is not part of the standard Odoo platform. But here, because we're creating a client equipment record, we're going to manage the warranties. So we need to be able to track the equipment to be able to manage the warranties, and so here we have a list that we can add as many different types of warranties as we like, and we can set the duration of those warranties and any additional price that may be added for the extended warranties and so forth. You'll notice here the default 12-month warranty is 0, so there's no additional charge for it. However, if you buy the extended 24-month warranty, there is a charge, likewise for the 36. So pretty self-explanatory there, I know, but they're the sorts of things we're going to focus on for this video. So back to general information, as mentioned, this is tracked by unique serial number. This is part of the heavy equipment category, and we've also got some equipment categories here and manufacturer information here as well, so we can track those records. Up the top I can see I don't have any rules, but I've got 14 on hand, and so these being tracked by serial number means I've got 14 with unique serial numbers we can track as we go through. And we can see the lots and serial numbers down in this section here, which I can click on right now. I can see the various serial numbers attached to each individual bulldozer that we sell. Cool, so let's go back to it, follow the breadcrumbs back. So what we'll do is we'll create a sales order for this, and so if I go back to my orders and create a quotation, I'm going to create a new quotation, and I will add a customer in here, and I'm going to pick out someone. I'm going to pick out a construction group. That sounds like someone that might need a bulldozer. It's got their address information. We do have some templates here that we can add in, so I'll use one of those templates to pre-populate these, and really this is just for demonstration purposes, but it does save a little bit of work by creating the quotation templates. Again, I'm not going to go into detail about how to create these because there's stacks of videos that Odoo already produces on how to create quotation templates, so please go and see those videos if you're interested in that. What I will say here is this warranty tab is field or column is one that we've added as part of this the warranty information here. And so if I click on this, I can pick out any of those warranties that were attached to this particular item. So if I pick out the 24 month, you'll notice that the price changes accordingly. And if I pick out the 36 month, it's now $125,193 without tax. If I go back to my 24 month warranty, it's only $122,885 for that. And then if I go back just to the default, it goes back to the default $120,000, so no additional warranty. So you notice it hasn't changed the warranty period here. The price does actually change accordingly. So let's go with the 24 month warranty on this particular baby. Terms, we always want to have immediate payment terms on anything we sell. As a rule of thumb, you want really short payment terms on things you sell, really long payment terms on things you buy, so that hopefully you get paid for it before you need to pay for it yourself. And we've got US dollars set up here, but whatever the currency is. I noticed here that this should actually, because I'm in Australia, it should actually have a GST applied to it for both these things, so I'll just pop that in there. It should have defaulted to that, but did not. You'll notice here that on the warranty field, under filters, there is no warranty set up, so there's no possibility of adding a warranty to something that doesn't have a warranty as well. In fact, I probably don't even really need that. Well, I'll leave it there. So next thing we want to do is we're obviously going to probably send this quotation to the client, and they'll either mull it over or decide or whatever. Let's assume that they decide they're going to go ahead with the purchase, so we'll confirm this order. Again, lots of videos already on how to do all that, so I'm not going to go into that here. So now we've sold that product, so really, as a salesperson, my job is kind of done at this point in time. There's not much I can really do until we ship the product out. These products are based on, we invoice based on the quantity sold. Sorry, on the quantity delivered, not on the quantity sold. So we need to make the delivery before we can actually create the invoice for this particular item. So what would happen now in the real world? The salesperson wouldn't be doing the delivery. That would probably be the guys in the warehouse. So let's just assume we're going to go out to the warehouse now, and one of the guys out in the warehouse will see there's a delivery order there to be fulfilled. So we open up the delivery, open up the particular delivery move itself, and we can see I've got one bulldozer to deliver and one oil filter. So what we can do from here is we can open up the detail record, and we can see the actual serial number that is required. Now if I'm using barcode scanners and those sorts of things, it absolutely works with that. As everybody knows, this is standard odoo features, so nothing new here. But what we'll do is we'll validate this record, and I just want to disable SMSs. I don't want to send them an SMS. So you notice that because this bulldozer is tracked by serial number, I do have the traceability smart button up the top here, so I can go in and investigate that. But for the moment, I'm just going to leave that. So now the guys have put the bulldozer and the oil filter on the truck, and it's gone off to our client. So that's all good. So what's that done behind the scenes? Well, let's go back. Now, under the client equipment record, you'll notice that grouped by the particular company we sold it to, we now have this bulldozer record, and we can open up that record and we can see that it's in the heavy equipment category. We can see who now owns this piece of equipment. We can see the equipment address. We can see the location, and we can see it's under warranty and the particular sales order that was created, that created this record, I should say. We can see the manufacturer, the reference numbers, the models, the set tags and so forth, and really lots of information about this. So let me just talk a little bit about this for a moment. Now, not everything is going to land at the head office of the client, but the equipment may go to one of its many workshops, one of its many warehouses, one of its many sites. Let's say it's a construction site. Maybe they've sent it out to a particular job. Maybe it's permanently on a site somewhere. And what we can do is independently we have an equipment address which differs from the head office address, it differs from the invoice address, differs from all those delivery addresses, all that. So once we've created this record, we can actually get very specific about exactly where this particular piece of equipment is living within that organisation. This is really important because if we send guys out to site and we send them to the head office, that would be a waste of time. The guys would get out to head office and the guys in the head office would say, well, no, it's not here. Obviously, a bulldozer is not going to sit in the middle of the capital city. That's not where the equipment lives. So it's important to have an individual address, and not only address, but an actual location within that address. So this might be, let's say, an address, a street address, whereas this is, it might be, say, Workshop 3, Site 4, whatever the case may be. So we get very, very specific about exactly where we're going to send the repair guys when they've got to go out to site to do a a field site repair. Not so much of a problem when we do a workshop repair, because we're going to assume they're going to send the bulldozer back to us, and then we're going to fix it in our own workshop. So hence the reason why this is an independent address from the company records and so forth. We can even set up the longitudes and latitudes, which is a feature that's coming as well. So I'll go through this in a bit more detail. So we've got notes here where we can add our own notes, and this being HTML type field, we can add in lots of things to make this really attractive or really practical. We can add in files, we can add in multimedia, we can add in images, checklists, you name it, whatever we like in here. So it's very, very flexible. And again, so the guys out on site can have all of the information at their fingertips. Documents, here we can add in things like the workshop manuals or the repair manuals or the brochures or whatever the case may be. Whatever documents are needed for this to look after this piece of equipment, we can add them in here. As we start doing repairs, our service history will start to populate, and we'll be able to keep track of everything we've done with this piece of equipment. For instance, from time to time we may supply the customer, whoever that is, with a complete history of this particular piece of equipment, everything we've done to it right from the word go. We do have a capability for managing software keys here as well. So some equipment requires software keys to turn on additional features. So things like, let's say things like, just trying to think of an example, let's say something that is a GPS type equipment. You may have certain features that are turned on for standard operations, but then if you pay an additional license fee, you then get a key to enable additional features to be turned on without changing the hardware. That happens quite a bit these days. So the ability to be able to manage those software keys is really quite important now. And then we have the warranty tab. So this is a list of all the warranties that we've set up for this particular piece of equipment. And we can have, we may have the situation where we're going to sell additional warranties further down the track. So this is the initial purchase with the 24 months, but maybe getting close towards the end of that 24 months, we may choose to offer the client an additional year warranty or something like that. But for the moment, well, this is where we keep track of that. We also have a smart button up at the top here for the same sort of purpose, depending on how you prefer to see it. So that's it for selling a piece of equipment and then being able to track that piece of equipment. under the client equipment module. In future videos, we'll have a look at how to actually do a field repair, how to do a workshop repair, and a lot of other features coming up. So please stick around for those. See you in the next one.